Hello, everyone. My name is Jackson Dowdell, and in this presentation, I'm going to be conducting a job analysis for the position of LPC. While counselors, or also known as LPCs, are quite common nowadays, it cannot be overstated how involved and how educated of a field it truly is. The LPC requirements in the state of Oklahoma are fairly straightforward, but I think have a lot more depth once you get under the surface. It requires a master's level degree from an accredited college. Every LPC in Oklahoma and many other states must have this master's level degree. This master's level degree must be board approved and no less than 60 semester credit hours long. Board approved basically just means that every course that the LPC takes, or the whole course that the LPC takes, is approved by the board governing the licensing programs and licensing tests that they give in your state to become an LPC. And now, after you've done all that, you are officially eligible to be an LPC. But it's not that easy. And I think after all the studying that these people go through, they're going to be looking like this a lot in those libraries, in their office. And I bet those books get really comfortable the longer that you read them. Well, what do LPCs actually do? Well, it turns out that they conduct a lot of patient assessments, according to sources like ONET. They also diagnose disorders. They identify psychological, emotional, and behavioral issues in their clients. They write reports on their clients and maintain any required paperwork. And most importantly, they give counsel to individuals, groups, or families while developing action plans. Now, action plans in this world are simply ways to help prepare and take action, as the name suggests, in these people's disorders. But what does a normal day look like for LPCs? Well, it doesn't look that different from other professionals' lives. It looks like maintaining interpersonal relationships, maintaining your relationship with your wife, your co or husband, your coworkers, your other friends in your lives. It looks like assisting other LPCs that you're working with their clients and their cases, bouncing ideas or theories, anything like that. You're going to be doing that a lot during the day. Most importantly, I would say gathering and documenting information is one of the most important aspects of an LPC's day, and this is both to the benefit of the LPC and the client. But LPCs don't just keep their heads buried in books all day. They need to know technology quite well also, especially if they're going to give the most up-to-date treatment for these disorders. Now, technology plays a massive role in clinical therapy, and I've actually found that a normal LPC will encounter many different forms of documentary processes and data processes also. Things like needing a great understanding of analytic and scientific software, which looks like CATS or the Comprehensive Effect Testing System. The statistical softwares like SPSS are going to pop up quite frequently in your research and your analyzation of data. You're going to see a lot of SPSS outputs in the research, and you have to be able to know these LPCs must know what these outputs mean. And of course, testing softwares come up quite a bit as well. LPCs give lots of tests, and they have to be able to analyze those tests and understand how they work. After all that, I bet LPCs simply feel like tech wizards. I know I always do whenever I have done a lot of work on SPSS. But while being a tech wizard is great and all, a good LPC has to have the right personality characteristics and the correct knowledge in order to thrive in this field. Now, often this looks like having that master's degree that I talked about in the beginning, but also having excellent written and oral comprehension, having an extensive knowledge of psychology, therapy or counseling, education, and being able to have great interpersonal skills, make friends very easily, and simply be friendly with other people. Most importantly, you must possess the skill of active listening, which often is attributed with being the therapeutic effect of therapy. You're bouncing back the ideas and the words that your client is saying helping them to hear what they're saying more clearly. And this can often lead to breakthroughs emotionally. But because of these intense moments in the counseling room, it leads to the last part of my job analysis, which is critical incidents. Now, you're going to see a lot of panic attacks as LPCs. LPCs will see raw emotions, emotional abuse, and physical abuse. Now, they may not see the emotional or physical as much as they hear about it, but it is very important that LPCs keep in mind that they are going to be encountering these things probably every single day of their professional career. But this is a good thing. The counseling room should be the safest place for anyone to feel whatever they need to, and LPCs should be prepared to handle these situations appropriately. Thank you so much for listening to my job analysis of LPCs, and I look forward to doing more research on this fascinating occupation.